If you're a founder, you've heard it a million times, right? You just got to get a warm intro. It sounds like the secret password to raising capital. But let's be real for a second. How many of those intros actually turn into something? And how many just vanish into thin air? Okay, let's get into it and figure out how to make these things actually work for you.
So what's the deal? Why do the vast majority of these supposedly warm introductions feel so cold? You get the intro, you shoot off the perfect follow-up email, and then nothing. Crickets. It's a super common and honestly super frustrating experience. But the problem isn't the idea of a warm intro itself. It's that we're thinking about them all wrong.
And this, right here, is the key. You have to get this in your head. An intro is not just a key to a door. It's the very first data point an investor has on you. It's a test of your network, a test of your clarity, and a test of your ability to make someone genuinely curious before they've even read your deck.
Okay, so picture an investor's inbox. It is an absolute flood of emails, requests, and updates, just a constant wall of noise. That intro email about you? It's just one drop in that ocean. Your job is to make sure your drop isn't just more noise. It needs to be a signal, a bright, clear lighthouse beam cutting through the fog.
A strong signal is what makes an investor literally stop scrolling. It's the difference between them thinking, ugh, another startup, and whoa, okay, what is this? It's because it's not just that you got an intro that matters, it's how that intro is framed. That's everything. And here's what that looks like in the wild. I mean, it's night and day, right? On the left, you've got pure noise, it's vague, it's lazy, and it puts all the work on the investor to figure out why they should care. But on the right, that's a signal. It's specific, it's got a strong endorsement, and it immediately creates curiosity. That's what we're aiming for.
Which brings us to a really important shift in mindset. It's so easy to feel like once you ask for the intro, it's out of your hands. But you have to realize that you are the director of this movie. You own the narrative, even if someone else is the one pressing send on the email.
You just can't. Your champions, the people who are willing to introduce you, are busy people. They're not going to spend 30 minutes crafting the perfect email for you. It's your job, your responsibility to make it unbelievably easy for them to advocate for you in the best possible way. So how do you do that? You prepare a simple, forwardable email for your introducer. You're giving them a little packet. It should have a killer one-paragraph summary of what you're doing, 1 or 2 bullet points on your recent traction, like a new customer or a big product update, and a clear ask for why you're talking now. You're making it so easy, all they have to do is copy, paste, and send. Frictionless.
Now, when you're thinking about who to ask for that intro, please remember this. Proximity beats prestige every single time. An intro from someone who actually knows you, who can speak to your character and your work ethic, is 1,000 times more powerful than a lukewarm intro from some famous person you met once. Investors trust their friends and respected colleagues. That's where the real warmth comes from. Okay, so you did it. You got the perfect intro from the perfect person, and it just landed in the investor's inbox. The ball is now officially in your court. But this is where momentum is either built or completely lost. The intro is just the spark. The next few hours are what determine if it actually turns into a fire.
But hold on, before we even get to your reply, let me just say this. Do not rush to get intros before you are ready. I know it's tempting, but if your story is a mess and your ask is vague, even the best intro on the planet will fall flat. You need to be ready to go. Your story is sharp, you have some traction, you know what you're asking for. Being ready is what supercharges every single intro.
Okay, let's talk about the timeline, because this is so critical. The second that intro email lands, the investor's interest is at its absolute peak. You have a very small window, I'm talking a couple of hours tops, to jump on that. If you wait a whole day, that initial spark is probably already gone. Poof.
So, knowing that, your first reply has to be on point. Get back to them fast, keep the email warm, short, and direct. Thank your introducer, briefly state your purpose, and make it easy for them by suggesting a specific time to talk. And for the love of all that is good, do not attach your 20-slide deck. The goal here is just to get the meeting on the calendar. That's it.
Awesome, you got the meeting. That is a huge win. But it's not the finish line. Not even close. Very few deals get done after a single phone call. The real skill is turning that one conversation into a lasting relationship, one that's built on a foundation of undeniable, consistent progress.
So this happens all the time. You have a great meeting, the vibe is good, but the investor says something like, this is great, but it's a little early for us. Keep us in the loop. Now, this is not a no. This is an invitation. It's an invitation to show them you can actually execute. So what do?
The answer is the art of the update. You wait a few weeks, and then you send a very short, very simple email. You share one new piece of tangible progress. You landed a pilot. You shipped a new feature. You hired a key engineer. You're not asking for money. You're just showing them, hey, while you were thinking, I was building.
And that's the magic right there. That first meeting, that creates curiosity. But it's the consistent updates over time, showing real, tangible progress that turns that curiosity into true conviction. They stop believing in just your idea, and they start believing in you and your team's ability to make it happen.
And here's a little power move for you. At the end of a good meeting, even if they say it's too early, always ask this question. Is there anyone else you think I should be speaking with? It shows you value their network and their opinion, and it turns them into a node for more connections. A referral from one VC to another, that's pure gold. It's how you can turn one meeting into 5.
All right, so all of these tactics, all of these mindsets, they all lead to one ultimate goal. Your objective isn't just to get more intros, it's to become the kind of founder that people are genuinely excited to introduce.
You have to understand the basic human psychology at play here. When someone introduces you to a valuable contact, they're putting their own reputation on the line. They want to look smart. They want to look well-connected. When you are professional, prepared, and clearly making progress, you make them look good. You become social currency. So, what does this ideal founder look like? Well, it's someone who does everything we just talked about. They're clear and concise in their communication. They respond to that intro in under 2 hours. They run a tight, professional meeting, they send that thoughtful follow-up, and above all, they are always making progress. They become a sure bet.
And that's really the whole game, right there. You have to stop thinking about chasing intros and start thinking about earning them. When you operate with this level of clarity, professionalism, and relentless momentum, the network just starts to work for you. You become a magnet for opportunity because everyone knows you're someone who will make the most of it. So the question isn't just about who you know, it's about becoming someone worth knowing.